Last week was very tough for me because I don't know, my eyes were just bothering me every time I woke up in the morning. They were super red and very puffy. So I wasn't very confident to really go on camera and record a lot of videos and so on. So that has delayed things a bit. Secondly, I've managed to go to the optician to get my eyes checked out, and they referred me to a doctor, but apparently there is a 6-month waiting list. So what I'm doing at the moment is just to try and save a bit of money and then go private and get my eyes sorted out, because yeah, it is an ongoing problem, and I've been trying these eye drops, and they do help a little bit, but the problem is still there. I have no idea what the issue is, so I need to go to an eye specialist. So that's why there's been a delay in some of the things that we need on Divi University. Right, so right now, if you go to diviuniversity.com and then click on Roadmap, you're going to notice that there is this new tab now, Roadmap, and it gives you an idea of what is happening on Divi University. So at the moment here, you can see we have on my Ideas tab, this is the Divi 5 Mastery course. This one here is a freelance to income course. Now, this freelance to income course is for those of you that have mastered how to use Divi or Divi 5, the page builder or whatever it is, and then you're trying to make money with the skills that you've just acquired. So that's the idea of this course. It just pretty much turns your skills into earning money by freelancing and designing websites for small to medium-sized businesses and so on. So this is also an idea, but I think this will be a fantastic thing. Now, what I would like from you is for you to come over here, and if you like this idea, just to vote for it. At least it gives them an idea that quite a lot of people really like the idea, and this will make it move on to the next part, which is the pending tab. So I also have a Divi starter site. This is just a quick template that will have your homepage set up. It also has your header and footer set up. Yeah, this is going to be free, but what I notice is every time I do a tutorial, I have to go through the same process over and over again. So this is something I want to give away for free to the community. So this is going to be a basic starter site. Okay, so here we also have advanced web design course with advanced custom fields. So as you know, if you just use Divi or you just use your normal WordPress website or WordPress, you are going to miss out a lot because you're limited on how you can add more fields to your website to achieve custom websites. So this is an advanced course, and again, it is on the ideas. On the pending here, I still have to complete the Divi University membership system. I'm almost there because right now I'm not really getting a lot of complaints about the whole system. So this seems to be working okay, but I'm going to finalize it. And then I'm also going to launch a one-to-one consultancy service. This is something that's going to be, I think, beneficial to quite a lot of you, because right now we are using complex plugins and complex setups. So for those of you that want a sort of one-to-one and discuss how I can help you guys set up things, then this is something that I'm going to add. There's going to be a massive discount for those of you who are lifetime members. I think it's going to be as much as maybe even 70%. That's how I'm thinking right now. But yeah, it's something that I'm put in there because at the end of the day, sometimes I can do all these tutorials, but for you to really know how to apply it, you may need a helping hand here and there. So that's what I'm going to be adding onto Divi University. Next, we also have under construction. So this is what is happening right now. So this is a course on building a community website. So for those of you that purchased Fluent Community, this course here is going to be pretty much free for you guys, and obviously for those of you who are lifetime members. And this is a step-by-step process of how to create a community website with all the automations, emails, bookings, pretty much everything you need for a proper booking website. This is going to be the course. It's under construction. Here I also have some templates. Now this one here that is in production right now or under construction is the seller template, which is an elegant WooCommerce template for Divi. So this is going to be based on Divi 5. So for those of you that want to build WooCommerce websites, this is going to be your default template, and it is going to be really awesome. For those of you that recall SiteKrafter, this is pretty much similar to that, but much sleeker. All right, so let's take a look at what I have planned. So currently, SiteKrafter version 5.1.3. Now this has been giving me a bit of a headache because I've added quite a lot of features. In fact, let me show you the features over here. So yeah, so in fact on the presets here, you'll notice that we have our fluent fonts. So I've also added a few classes to automate our web design process. So the idea here is, as you're building our website, for the most part, if you use 80% just the framework, then your website is going to be easily scalable, maintainable, and so on. I know there's someone who asked me a question in one of my videos, and they asked me, well, what is the purpose of this framework really? I mean, like, what's the benefit? So I responded that, but I didn't realize that people were still asking questions why a framework is important. So just to give you an idea, let's say as you're building your website, you have to go in and set specific padding as you're building your website. Already, just imagining that, it's going to be a lot of clicking, a lot of work. So let's say the distance between your button, the padding on your button is, let's say, 2 rem, top and bottom, left and right. So you want to add somewhere else a button which is bigger than that. So you have to go in and manually do that. But if you have classes, you can just add button small, button medium, button large. And then by just doing that, you are applying this as you're building your website. So at any point, if you decide, well, the small button needs to be medium, you can just apply that class and pretty much you're good to go. Same applies with spacing on your website. If you have, let's say, margin of 2 rem between items, so that'll you'll need to go in and add 2 rem on each and every item that you need 2 rem. And if you need 4 rem, you have to go in and add 4 rem on each and every module and each and every item. So as you can imagine, again, this is going to be, very difficult to maintain and also very difficult to go in and add these values. So by using SiteKrafter framework, you're able to just go in and say margin small between your elements, and then it just gives you a specific size, and then the next size will be medium. So you have margin medium, and these are the values across the whole website. So at any point, if you want to go in and change it, you can just go and say, okay, I don't want it medium anymore, I want it large, and then your margins become large just by using those classes. And also, these classes come in with responsiveness, okay, and fluid, and they're also fluid. So which means if you have a margin large, you don't have to go in and add values in your tablets and also in your mobile version. These will reduce size depending on the screen size. So that's the main advantage of this framework. So the idea of this framework is just to make sure that your websites are built faster and they are very scalable and also very easy to maintain. So that's the main core of the SiteKrafter framework. Okay, so I guess I've answered that. So here you can see there's a lot more features that have been added. We have text align. So if you want to quickly go in and just align your text, you can just go in and say left or right to any of your texts while you're building your websites, and pretty much that just sorts everything out. There's also text transform. You can just uppercase anything at any point. You can just lowercase anything, and that makes things even super fast. Again, border radius, it applies pretty much across the whole website. Wherever you want to apply border radius, you can just say radius small, and then it will be like I think 0.5 or 0.4 rem, and radius large, I think it's 1 rem. But all these are recommended by UI by the UI framework. So these are not just values I'm just coming up with from my head. These are ideal for anyone who designs using or UI designers and so on. So these are the proper sizes. Again, here we have Flexbox. Again, if you want to activate Flexbox, you can just type in flex as your value there, and pretty much you're good to go. Now you can add your gap, you can add your row, flex row, you can add your columns, center, justify center, and so on. Now, this is also going to be updated because, as you know, Flexbox has a lot of properties that we can add. So these are going to be coming up in the next versions of perhaps SiteKrafter version 5.1.4. Now here we also have sections. We have a hero section, large section, and so on. Again, these are fluid, which means that they react to the screen size and they adjust themselves, making sure that your website is super, super awesome. We also have our row padding. We also have shadows here, shadow small, shadow medium, onto any element you're working on your site. We also have notices here. So for an error message, this is what you get, danger, notice, and so on. And then we also have custom headings. Now, this is really cool because sometimes as you're designing your website, you don't want to be adding H1, H1, H2, H3 every single time. So these are headings that you can add, let's say, on a page which has content, but not necessarily content that needs to be SEO optimized with the proper headings. And then we also have fluid margins. This is what I was talking about. This is really, really helpful and it's really, really awesome. I created a video. My last video was about fluid margins. Go ahead and check it out. It is very, very interesting. So that's the workflow that we need to be using as we design our website. So go ahead and check it out. And this again is in the feature. So you're probably asking me, well, Max, so what's the problem? You know, why isn't SiteKrafter version 5.1.3 not out? We need to download it and start using all the latest features. Well, the answer to that is, as I'm packaging it to make it a plugin, I'm getting these weird errors for some reason. And it's not just packaging as it's supposed to. I don't know if this is an error in Divi 5 or I'm not really 100% sure. So what I've decided to do now is to repackage it differently. And I'm also getting some help to repackage it. So if you give me a few days, I'm almost done now. I'll be able to release it. And then I'll also do a getting started video to show you how to actually use it. So please be patient with me. It's going to come very, 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 very soon. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is back over here on the roadmap. So that was SiteKrafter. So I'm also working on the SiteKrafter documentation videos. But again, I've done a few, but I want these to be based on the latest versions of SiteKrafter, which has more features. But this is coming along good. Next, we have what we launched. So this is the Divi community feature and obviously the SiteKrafter Divi framework. Now, if you have any ideas or suggestions, please use this button here to submit. So you can just come over here and then you can go in and add your feature title and also add the details of this feature. Okay. And then what I'll do is I will add this to my list and consider these in, in upcoming videos, or if it's a course, upcoming courses and so on. And also, I would recommend that in all these features that are under construction, or even the ideas part, in fact, it works on the ideas. If you could come here and vote for it, please, that would be very helpful. You could just come over here and upvote it like that. And this could be really, really cool. Anyway, so I thought I'll give you a quick update just to let you know what is happening. And pretty much this is, what is happening. So I hope you understand, and I know you're eager to use all these features and get up and running. But yeah, that's what's going on. So I'll keep you posted in the community as well to let you know what's going on. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.